Centre, where you join a capacity house of more than 12,000 for what should be a great night of boxing. We're going to see Jeff Fenech, the Australian IBF World Bantamweight Champion, defend his title against Jerome Coffee of the United States.
Received your pre-fight instructions. I want to remind you, I don't want any hitting on the break. I expect a clean break at all times. Watch your low blows and watch the holding and hitting. All right, I want a good, clean contest, and good luck to both of you. Shake hands.
Final instructions from referee Rudy Battle, and at a moment the boxers will be called out for round one of this 15 3-minute rounds contest. The championship distance, 15 3-minute rounds, and I was making the point earlier that both men are boxing not just for themselves tonight but for their countries. Both have tremendous national pride. Jeff Fenech in the green shorts against Jerome Coffee of the United States, who is very quick, very fast indeed. But Jeff Fenech, very durable, very strong, and a tremendous hitter. Has a lot of power in both hands.
I think, John, both these men are going to feel each other out from the start and get down to serious business within the third or fourth round. They, as you said quite rightly, both men are looked upon by their nations as heroes, and Jeff Fenech, as a young man, has got a great deal on his shoulders tonight, and I'm sure he realizes that, and so does Coffee.
Yeah, well, Coffee scored a moment ago with a nice combination, left to the body and right to the head, but not a lot of power in the punches, and Jeff Fenech didn't flinch.
All right, break out clean, no hitting on the break. Step back, stop punching both of you, step back. Nice and clean.
The referee wants a good clean fight.
No hitting on that break.
Coffee seems to have a very stiff left jab, which...
Yes, he does. I saw him in training,
let him up, let him
and
up,
he was
step
jabbing
out. Nice and
beautifully
clean,
with
no
that left hand.
That's
nice and straight from the shoulder, and put a lot of weight behind it.
All right, break.
Well, there's the strength of Jeff Fenech, swinging his opponent around. A bit of a grin from Coffee, and the referee asked Jeff Fenech not to do that again.
I thought that was a bit silly on Jeff's part, because there was a lot of energy and strength he used up there doing that.
All right, break.
He's got to settle down mentally and just get his act together properly. He mustn't lose his cool, especially because this is a very important part of the fight, the first 2 or 3 rounds, and he must keep his head.
Well, Coffee showing his experience there in the ring, getting away from that corner very nicely indeed.
All right, break, step out.
The referee wants them to break again.
Jeff seems very worked up for this fight. I just hope that he settles down and puts his punches together and gets his thinking properly done.
Well, Coffee evaded a couple very nicely then. He's a good mover.
All right, let him up, turn him loose.
Jeff landed a straight left to the side of the head. Coffee in the neutral corner, but he dances out of trouble. So far, it's been Coffee on the back move, and Coffee on the back move with Fenech going after him. And that's the bell to end the first round of this 15 3-minute rounds contest for the World Bantamweight Championship. A comment from Barry Michael.
John, Coffee's exactly what I expected. A very classy technician. A beautiful mover, as you can see here from the camera above the ring. Moving very well. This is the sort of fight I expect. Jeff should just pressure, keep walking up, and I'm predicting that he'll catch up with Fenech, with Coffee as the fight progresses around about the 8th round. As Joe said, he should keep his cool a little bit and not waste punches. But the first round, Coffee showed that he's here. He means business. He's a classy technician. There's no doubt about that.
He certainly is. He uses the ring very well indeed. And listen to the crowd, a capacity crowd at the Sydney Entertainment Centre, and the atmosphere is absolutely tremendous. What a great night it is for Australia and for Australian boxing.
Absolutely fantastic.
Okay, seconds out. Seconds out, stay in your corner.
I can't see Coffee moving like this for 15 rounds. Jeff's got to keep the pressure on him.
Nice and clean.
Well, there was nothing in that first round.
No wrestling.
Nothing in it at all.
Stay off the neck.
That right from Coffee went around behind the head of Jeff Fenech. No damage done.
All right, break. Stop. Turn him loose. Let
Fenech
him
is
go.
finding Coffee an elusive target. Not easy to hit.
Both men seem to be very tense still.
All right, break. Let him out.
Oh, and Jeffrey Fenech tried one behind his back as he had Coffee in the headlock. Didn't make contact, and I don't think the referee saw it.
I think for a world champion, I don't think he should do things like that first. I mean, he's far too talented for that.
Well, that was a round arm swing from Coffee. He's been working on a new punch which he calls the Coffee Creamer.
I think they're all trying to do the Muhammad Ali business, try and create a new punch so the press will catch on to it. But when that bell goes, believe me, unless they're good, clean shots, they're not going to tell too much.
Straight lefts by both boxers. The Coffee again dances away. Fenech has to go after him. But Coffee is using the ring well. He's a smart mover.
I think unless Jeff Fenech doubles up on his left jab, he's going to find Coffee far too elusive. If he
break, no hitting, no hitting. Nice and clean, nice and clean. Let's go, keep it clean.
1:30 left in round 2.
All right, break, break,
Coffee,
break. Stop
a couple
punching,
of light rights into the body in that clinch, but the referee wants them to break. And the crowd's not too happy about that. They want to see them in close, mixing it up.
That's a very good stiff jab that Coffee's throwing out.
He has a nice left leg, got it right into the body then too, underneath Fenech's left arm.
Watch your head. All right, break. Turn him loose, turn him loose. Nice and clean. Watch your heads.
Referee asking them to watch their heads.
All right, break. You're holding, no hitting.
Now Fenech goes to the body. He scored with 2 or 3 good punches there in that clinch, but no power in them.
Seems to me that Coffee wants to tie up Fenech's attacks quite easily at the moment, and I think as
watch
he gets
yourself
tired,
coming out the clinches.
that'll have less effect.
Coffee, the winner of 26 professional contests. Jeff Fenech, the winner of 11. Neither man defeated in the professional ranks. Coffee disappointed when the United States boycotted the Moscow Olympic Games in 1980. Was robbed of a chance of winning a medal on that occasion, and has been looking for a professional world title contest ever since. Was sidestepped by Shingaki of Japan, who elected to fight Fenech and lost that title to the Australian. And the end of round 2.
John, I think Jerome Coffee is surprised at the enormous strength of Jeff Fenech. While he's no doubt a very classy boxer, I think he's going to find it hard to fight this kind of fight for too long. I think eventually Jeff will get him fighting his kind of fight up close. You could see that Jeff is, he's, for a bantamweight, he's awesomely strong. I think the Americans are going to see what a great little fighter Jeff Fenech is as this fight progresses.
The referee has just warned both boxers. He has said, I want no punching after the bell. He went first of all to Jeff Fenech and then over to Jerome Coffee, and gave them both the same message. Joe, how are you seeing it so far?
Well, I think even up till now, they're both feeling themselves out, so I wouldn't give either of them a winning point on this one, because I think they're both pretty even Stevens.
At this stage.
Yes, there's been nothing in it so far. And now the referee wants the mouth guard put into Coffee's mouth, and Fenech comes charging in before the mouth guard was in properly, but Coffee saw him coming.
Poor corner work there.
Yes, it was. They didn't get that mouth guard in.
Well, Fenech, being the true professional that he is, he took the chance, and if he'd have knocked him out in that point where he was trying to put his gum shield in, they could have blamed the corner for that.
Good left to the face by Fenech. Missed with that left uppercut. And Coffee a light left to the body.
The crowd have really taken to this fight.
Stop wrestling, stop the wrestling. Keep it clean.
There again we see the strength of Jeff Fenech. He's very powerful for a bantamweight. A man of his size.
Clean contest.
I just hope Jeff doesn't need that strength he just wasted by lifting this guy up in the latter part of the fight.
No, he's expending energy and doing things like that, swinging Coffee around and then lifting him off the canvas.
It's good for wrestling, John.
Yes, great. But this is not wrestling, of course. This is the World Bantamweight Championship contest.
All right, break, let him up.
Jeff
let him
Fenech
up,
of
let him
Australia
up.
in the
That's it,
green
nice and
trunks
clean.
against Jerome Kid Coffee of the United States.
All right, break, step back.
Not too many
step
clean
back,
punches
step
have
back.
been landed in this round.
I can see, as Barry Michaels said, I can see Jeff Fenech just being far too strong for this man and overpowering him in the latter part of the fight.
Well, it has been said that Jerome Coffee doesn't have a knockout punch, that he doesn't hit all that hard, but he has knocked out 11 of his 26 professional opponents, and that's not a bad record.
It's an excellent record.
All right, break. You're wrestling. Let's go.
You're wrestling, said the referee, and again we're seeing the strength of Jeff Fenech, and that's going to sap the strength from Jerome Kid Coffee. Got right to the side of the face, but it wasn't a hard blow. It was ridden nicely by Coffee.
Good right
Coffee
hand.
made the miss with the right hand as Fenech went into the body. Oh, good right from Fenech. Over the top, good right to the jaw. That one hurt Kid Coffee. And Fenech scores with 2 lefts to the body. Not much time left in this round. Coming up to the end of the round.
All right, break,
And it's been a good final
watch
minute from the champion, Jeffrey Fenech. Oh, and he scores again with a good right to the body. Chases Jerome Coffee across the ring. Coffee has been hurt a bit. The bell's gone. And I think Coffee would be pleased to hear the bell at the end of round 3 and listen to the crowd.
The crowd is naturally 100% behind our little Aussie battler, Jeff Fenech, and I think that was a much better round by Jeff, although, as Joe said, Jeff's expending a lot of unnecessary energy, but I think Coffee is shocked at the actual strength of Jeff. Here's Jeff on the forward move, actually missed with that overhand right. Coffee, a very slippery, evasive customer. Jeff is having a lot of trouble hitting him, but I think as the fight progresses, he'll land more and more. At this stage, I can't see that Coffee's got the punching power to stop Jeff's forward onslaught, and I think that could be the decider in this fight.
Jeff normally is a very aggressive type, Joe Bugner, and unless Kid Coffee can hurt him, then his aggression is not going to be halted.
I certainly can't see it, John. I mean, Coffee, although he does have a very good left jab, he just doesn't seem to have a right cross
nice and clean.
It's going to do much damage to Fenech. I just want Jeff to settle down and do his job really professionally and do a number on this Coffee, because the world is seeing him tonight. I mean, the United States of America is televising, and of course Australia, so Jeff could have a lot riding on this fight. The more professionally he does it, the better it'll be for him.
All right, break. Watch your heads.
Jeff is...
Watch your heads.
well, I thought towards the end of that round 3, we're starting to get on top. He was looking good, looking very strong, and he's landed a couple of good lefts again in this round 4 of this 15-round contest. Neither of these boxers has been the championship distance of 15 rounds. Jeffrey Fenech, in fact, hasn't gone beyond 9. He has stopped all of his opponents inside the distance.
What I'm surprised at is that this Coffee, although he throws 1 or 2 left jabs, he just doesn't do anything else. And by the look of his record, I would have thought he would have been a more capable fighter.
Well, Fenech doing most of the scoring again in this round.
Stay off the neck.
Quite
Another
right.
left, the
All right,
face,
break. You're holding
the
and
body.
hitting. You're holding and hitting. Box.
Of course, when you've got a relentless
no.
fighter like Jeff Fenech in front of you, maybe I'm expecting a bit too much of Coffee.
Get off his head. Get off his head.
Good punching again. And Fenech goes after his man, heading on the ropes, but Coffee pushes him out to the center ring.
All right, break. You're holding. Step back.
The referee determined to have a good clean
Let him
fight.
up, let him up. Turn him loose.
He's been kept pretty busy by these two. Oh, good left to the face by Fenech.
Turn him loose. Stay off that head.
Jeff has
And a
portrayed
right.
some incredible strength in this fight. Jeff Fenech has put in his punches together tremendous, and the pressure is just enormous on this Coffee.
No holding.
Good right over the top by Fenech. Not a lot of power in it. Jerome Coffee came back with a left, but most of that taken on the gloves by Jeff Fenech.
All right, break, stay off the back of the neck, both of you. Keep it clean. Step back.
This is another pretty good round for Jeff Fenech.
Oh, without doubt, Jeff Fenech won the last one and this one, obviously, the last 2 rounds.
Stay off him.
Goes after his
no
man.
Spinning.
Coffee on the back move most of the time. Fenech doing most of the walking up. Lands again with a couple of good lefts to the face. Another left to the face by Fenech, but he was made to miss with that right.
Keep working. All right, break. Step out.
Scores with punches to the body and that clinch.
Box.
Coffee not throwing a lot of leather at the moment. And there's the bell for the end of round 4. Another good round for Jeff Fenech. I've given him rounds 3 and 4, Barry.
I think most definitely, John. I think at this stage you could say that it's probably only a matter of time before Jeff starts landing with better and better punches. And I'd be surprised if Coffee could see the 15-round route out. He's never been 15 before. He's been 10 on a number of occasions, but not for quite a while.
Watch the water. Clean the corner up
again,
when you get finished
the
now.
strength, the awesome bantamweight strength of Jeff Fenech in evidence in that round.
Well, he hasn't been the 15 rounds, but neither has Jeff Fenech. Jeff, in fact, has only been into the 9th round. He hasn't even completed 9 rounds because he has stopped his opponents in the 9th.
That is true, John, but I was at that fight when he fought John Farrell in Brisbane, and in the 9th round he was as strong as in the 1st round. I think that's the most incredible part about the guy.
Let's get the water.
His strength is just
stay
phenomenal.
Stay back.
And now it's round 5. The referee has determined that they'll wait for the bell. And it's round 5. 5 of 15. And again, Fenech stalking his man. Coffee on the back move.
It's amazing. During the round, sorry, at the end of the round, when both men were on the camera, they both seemed very alert.
Break. No wrestling. Step back. Turn around.
I don't think, although Jeff has really put the pressure on him, I think Coffee is very fit. And we're still, of course, in the early part of the fight, only 5th round now, so it's a long way to go yet, not even a 3rd over.
Well, of course, both have put a great deal of effort into the preparation for this contest. They've trained very, very hard, and both are, as you suggest, extremely fit.
And what's also is very, very impressive is that Jeff Fenech is improving with each fight, and it's remarkable to see a young man being world champion, improving with each fight. It's great for Australia.
All right, break, step out, nice and clean. That's it. Box.
Coffee, a left through to the body.
What Fenech mustn't do is allow Coffee to settle down with that left jab.
Nice and clean in there.
Still a very good punch of Coffee's the left jab.
Well, Coffee tried a right then, but there didn't seem to be a lot of power in it.
No, he hit Fenech on top of the head, so as you say, it didn't register too much.
All right, break.
But
Turn him loose,
there didn't seem to be a lot of weight in the
back.
punch, though, Joe. Well, he scored again with a right to the side of the head, but again, not a lot of power in it, taken easily by
Watch your heads.
Jeff Fenech.
Fenech mustn't allow Coffee to settle down.
This is actually a much better round for Coffee.
Yes, he is doing a lot better Coffee in this round.
Keep working.
But Fenech has landed a couple of good body punches there. This is with that uppercut. And a right from Coffee was a scoring punch.
Fenech putting on the pressure at all times, which is upsetting Coffee, I'm pretty sure.
Well, good combination from Fenech, right and
all right,
left.
let him up, nice and clean. Step back, both of you.
Nearing the end of this round. Approaching the end of round 5 of the contest.
Get off him. Break, step out, nice and
I've
clean.
never seen a fighter before looking so confident as this Fenech. I mean, he is just enjoying every moment of this fight. And all the fights that I've seen him in, he's enjoying.
Well, that was a pretty even round. I thought, Barry, I would have scored them evenly in that round, but I have Fenech a couple of points in front at this stage of the contest.
Yes, John, I'd have to agree. That was a very even round. Much better round for Coffee. He seemed to handle the pressure of Jeff a lot, of Jeff Fenech a lot better that round. He's here you can see Jeff lunging in with the left hook and missing. Coffee moving all the time. Tried the overhand right on a number of occasions. He actually landed a couple of good rights in this round. And as I said, a better round for Coffee. That's the sort of fight he's got to fight, is to make Jeff miss, keep the jab in his face and keep moving. But it's going to be hard to do for 15 rounds, especially with Jeff on him like a bull terrier.
Yes, we've made the point frequently, but I think it's worth making again.
Stay back in your corner. Stay in the corner. Let's go. Stay back in your corner. Watch the water. Stay back.
He's got good weight up in the chest.
Stay back.
Chest and the shoulders.
Nice and clean.
I think as a bantamweight, he could be one of the strongest fighters in the world today, and that includes the WBC and the WBA championships as well.
Well, this is round 6 of this championship contest over 15 rounds. Round 6. Fenech of Australia in the green against Coffee of the United States.
Both men have settled down a little bit now and are more picky with their punches and not wasting too much in this early part of the round.
Coffee has led a lot to the body, hasn't he? He's varying it. He's going to the body and then to the head.
He's trying to pull Fenech's defense down so he can come over the top with a right hand.
All right, break, you're wrestling. You're wrestling. No heading on the break. Turn around. Turn around.
Some of the crowd not too happy with the referee going in to separate the boys.
I don't particularly care for the referee's physical handling of these two little fellas because he's a big man, this referee, and by pushing him around by his own physical strength, it's not going to any good.
No holding, no holding, no holding.
He's also nullifying Jeff Fenech's battle strategy, you know, by parting him all the time. That's Jeff's fight to fight up close.
Yes, he likes to do the infighting. He's very strong.
All right, break. You're holding. Step back. Let him go.
That's when he's very good, in close.
No holding. Get off him.
Yes, right to the head by Fenech.
No holding.
The American was on the back move, so it didn't hurt.
All right, break. Stay off the back of the head. Stop the holding in there. No holding.
It gets a little bit messy at the end of the round as both men are very eager to get at each other, so I hope it doesn't turn into a wrestling match.
Well, the referee is determined to keep them apart anyway. Again, he asked them to separate.
Wild swing by Coffee that missed by a mile.
Stop the holding.
And those punches from Fenech didn't land either.
No holding.
And this is what the crowd likes to see. The boxers standing toe-to-toe and trading leather. But Fenech is doing the better.
Jeff is one of those annoying fighters that reminds me back of Joe Frazier. The continuous pressure that he puts on his opponents is so disheartening. You have to be in one hell of a condition to keep him away from you. And the crowd's coming alive at this exciting moment.
Yes, they like to see this. Plenty of leather being thrown. But Fenech has landed the better punches so far, and that's the end.
Oh, that's a terrible thing to do. Both men, I think, should be warned by the referee for headbutting, because I think it's not the kind of thing that a world championship fighter should have, is headbutting in the ring.
No, it's certainly not. And perhaps we can pick that up again. But Barry, that was a good round for Jeff.
Another good round for Jeff Fenech. I think Jerome Coffee probably thinks that Jeff's worse than the American tax collector because he just won't leave you alone. He's on top of you like a like the tax collector. And believe me, us professional boxers who make $1 know exactly what they're like.
Perhaps that's a message for you people in America when Barry comes over in February.
Well, at least their tax
there
barrels.
it is.
That's
just a butt.
Very uncalled for by Jeff Fenech.
From Fenech. Just walking straight up to the American, only a very light little headbutt there, but that sort of thing can be very dangerous.
It was just a gesture, but it was unnecessary, as Joe said. But
let's keep it clean in there.
I've noticed that Jerome's been worried about the headbutts right from the start.
And now this is round 7. And a good left from
No holding, no
Fenech.
holding, no holding.
And right to the
Stop
body.
holding in there.
This could turn out to be a real serious grudge fight, and I hope the referee is capable of handling it, because
No holding, no holding.
up till now he's been doing a fair job, but we don't need any more headbutts.
No, certainly not. It was only a bit of a tap, but that could lead to more serious things.
Well, it could have ended the fight for Kofi, because a serious headbutt could have opened him up very seriously with a cut.
That's it.
Oh, good left into the body from Fenech.
Biff left jabs.
Keep him up, keep him up. Get off his head, get off his head. Keep it
Jeff
clean.
is such a brilliant little boxer when he puts his act together. You
No
know,
holding.
he really puts the punches together well. He's got a good straight left jab.
Oh, there's a nice left to
Good
the
left
face. Missed with the second one.
No holding, no holding, no. Stay off that neck. No holding in there, no holding. Turn him loose.
Fenech continues to show his strength
No,
in this
no.
contest. Physically
No
strong.
holding, no holding. That's it. Watch your head, watch your heads.
Both men are
Turn him
burning
loose,
up a
turn
lot
him
of
loose.
energy in these infighting.
No holding, no holding.
And I think Kofi's
Watch your
coming
head,
off the
watch your
worst.
head.
Yes, Fenech has landed the stronger punches, and
No,
more
no,
of them.
no.
He scores to the head,
Turn him loose.
goes back to the body.
Turn him loose. No holding, no holding.
There
think
doesn't seem to be much power in those
Watch your
punches
head,
from
watch your
Coffee.
head. Turn
There's
him
a
loose.
lot more sting in the
off his
gloves of
neck.
Jeff Fenech. Another good left, and another from Fenech. All right, and another left and right. And Coffee's in trouble, over in the neutral corner. A good round for Jeff Fenech.
Excellent fight. And the crowd is 100% behind Fenech.
Get off his neck.
Yes, he's a very popular boy in Sydney, a Sydney boy, of course, and very popular with his hometown crowd, and they love to see him on top. Round 7, a very good round for Jeffrey Fenech, the world bantamweight champion.
Watch your heads, watch your heads.
Kofi's going to be very happy to see the end
Watch
of
your
this
heads
round,
in
I
there.
must say. He does
Well,
not look
a lot of
happy.
his strength
No,
has
no,
been
turn
sapped
him
by
loose.
those blows to the body from Jeff Fenech,
Keep the
and
punches
he's
out.
occasionally gone
Keep
up
him
to the
up.
head where he scored also with lefts and rights.
No holding. That's it.
Well, they've got 8 seconds to go.
No holding, no holding.
And there'll be a long 8 seconds for Coffee, who's taken a lot of punishment in this round. A very good round for Jeff Fenech. And listen to the reception.
There's Jeff Fenech on top of Jerome Coffee there in the action. You can see, as I said earlier, John, it would be just a matter of time before Jeff Fenech drew Coffee into fighting Jeff's sort of fight. Now this is they talk about Ray Mancini being a non-stop fighter.
There's a great left and another one.
This
Get
is
the water
to
up after
show
the
the
round
Americans that we've got good fighters out here too.
Yes, a very good round for Jeff Fenech. Some very good body blows, and then towards the end of the fight, some very good punches to the head. But Joe Bogner, Coffee still seems to be pretty clear-eyed.
Yes,
there.
they are. Yes, he is. And it just shows how fit the man is. And you're quite right, Barry. We've got some great fighters in Australia, and you happen to be one of them.
Thank you very much, Joe.
And let's hope the Americans are listening to that, because when you go knocking on their door, Chacon, watch
Okay, stay
out.
back
They
in your
won't
corner.
forget
Stay
me,
in the
that's for
corner.
sure.
Let's go. Stay
Well,
in the corner.
it's
Stay
seconds
back.
out, and here's
Round
round
eight.
8 of the NBC Big
Nice
Fight
and clean.
at the Sydney Entertainment Centre.
Keep it clean in there. You're looking like pros.
Jeffrey Fenech of Australia in the green against Jerome Kid Coffee of Nashville, Tennessee.
Both these young men,
Telecasts going throughout Australia on the ABC, more than 280 television stations live, and of course throughout the United States.
I think both these men have burnt up a lot of energy, and we might see some nice boxing now from him for a couple of rounds.
Yes, a lot of Coffee's energy, I would say, was sapped in that 7th
Keep him up.
round. So perhaps he's got to just steady down a little bit, but he can't take too many of those blows from Jeff Fenech.
If Kofi settles down, Jeff puts the pressure on him.
Keep him up.
That's the perfect kind of fight that the fans love to see.
Another left to the face by Fenech. Seems to be a little less sting in
No
those
holding, no
jabs
holding,
from
no holding.
Coffee now, Joe.
All right, no holding and hitting.
He
Break,
seems to
step
be
out, let him go, step
disheartened.
back.
I think Fenech has taken,
Back.
as you say, a lot of energy out of his, because he's been hitting with some great body shots. But I never give up on a fight until the final bell, because if the man is standing on his feet, he can still come out with some unexpected punches. And
Oh yes, he's a long way from being out of the contest, Jerome Kid Coffee. But at this stage, Fenech appears to be on top.
I mean, both men are undefeated. Jerome Coffee's had 26 fights with 11 knockouts.
Get off him neck, get off his
Fenech
neck.
had 11 fights.
I said keep it clean.
And almost all of them knockouts. So they both really haven't been tested to the full of their ability yet.
That's right.
And
Watch your heads.
And one of them tonight will lose.
Turn him loose.
And I
Yes.
have a feeling I know who.
That's true. It'll be the first defeat for
Turn him
one
loose,
of
turn
these
him loose,
boxers.
turn him loose.
And what a contest to win or lose the World Championship bout.
Both men have a tremendously a lot of money riding on this fight, so
Let him go, let him go, let him go.
we shall see some incredible fighting
No holding,
here.
no holding, no holding. Stay off the neck. Stay off the neck.
Stay off the neck, says the referee, Rudy Battle.
All right,
Jeff
break,
Fenech
let him go, step
continues
back.
to follow Coffee around the ring.
There's absolutely no power in those left jabs now by Coffee.
No, it seems to have gone. There's a lot more authority in
No
those
holding, get off
gloves
him,
of
get
Jeff
off him.
Fenech.
Turn him loose, that's it, nice and clean. Corner.
The end of round number 8.
Well, that was definitely Jeff's round again, and it seems to be a pattern now that Jeff is just too strong.
And I'm sure, Barry Michael, you'd agree.
I definitely agree. Coffee's actually scored quite a bit with the left hand that round, but as you said, during the round there doesn't seem to be as much sting in it. You can see that the man is, well, you can see why he's the #1 contender. He's a beautiful boxer, but unfortunately, I don't think he's got the firepower to stop the forward march of Jeff Fenech. As you can see, Jerome Coffee in the corner, he still looks very clear-eyed. He's in incredible physical condition. His body looks extremely hard. I guess that he's lacked a bit of fight condition because he's only had 2 fights that went only I think 6 rounds in the last year, which is
Okay, seconds out. Let's
Well,
go.
he won
Let's
his
clear the
last
ring. Stay back in your
contest
corner.
by a knockout.
in 3 rounds.
A knockout in round 3 against Bill Cook, and the one before that
In round
also a knockout in 3 rounds against Steve
Keep
Guest.
it clean, gentlemen.
So as you say, he hasn't had a lot of boxing.
And here we are at the start of round 9.
Yes, round 9 of this 15 3-minute rounds World Championship contest. And still Coffee backpedals around the ring with Fenech, the champion, going after his man.
Well, this will be almost new territory for Jeff. A few more rounds and he
Yes,
reaches on new
after
ground.
this one, he is into new territory. He hasn't gone beyond the 9th round before. He's finished all his opponents either in or before the 9th round.
Jeff just hit Coffee with a combination that totally bamboozled Coffee.
No holding in there. Keep it clean.
Yes, good punches to the body by Fenech, both left and right.
Watch your head.
Another left into the body and a
Turn
right.
him loose. You're holding and hitting. You're holding and
Fenech
hitting.
trying to
Step
punch
back,
with the
both of you. Let go. No holding and hitting. Keep it clean.
Oh, good punch to the face from the right hand of Jeff Fenech.
No holding, no holding.
It seems to me,
All right, break.
John,
You're holding,
that
step
Coffee
back.
may have left the best part of his fitness in the gym. Because although there is Vaseline on his body or some kind of oil, there's a grey sheen
All right,
to
break,
his skin,
break.
which
Watch
means
your
that he
heads.
may have
Watch your
overtrained
heads.
for this fight.
That's quite possible
Turn him
too.
loose.
He
Get off
has
his
trained
head.
very, very
Stay off the
hard.
head.
Jeff looks as remarkable as ever, and of course his crispy, sharp, and Jeff's trainer must be doing a great job on Jeff because he's always 100% fit on the night of the fight.
Coffee
No wrestling, no wrestling. That's it,
Fenech
nice and
back into
clean.
the neutral corner on that occasion, but most of the punches were taken on the gloves by Fenech.
That's it. Keep him up, keep him up. Get off his head. All right, break, you're holding, step back. No holding.
Still,
Keep
there's
it
not
clean.
too much in this round.
Jeff can virtually hit Coffee now at will with his left
Keep him
jab.
up,
And
stay off that hip.
good right cross by Coffee.
All right, break. You're holding. Step back.
Little smile from
a
Jeff.
grin from Jeff Fenech, yes. Usually that's a sign that a boxer's been hurt when he grins at his opponent, but I
Not
don't
in
think
Fenech.
I don't think Fenech was hurt on that occasion.
No holding. Get off him.
Good punches
Watch
by
your heads.
Fenech. 1,
Yes.
2.
Watch your heads.
Well, Fenech's hitting very hard. Coffee trying to fight back off the ropes.
Step back.
But a good exchange there for Fenech. And
Good
another
punch.
left rip into the body as the bell sounds the end of round 9. A comment again from Barry Michael.
Well, John, I think Jerome Coffee landed probably his best combinations of the fight in that round. They didn't seem to have much effect, if any effect, on the walk-up non-stop Jeff Fenech. And towards the end of the round, actually right on the last 30 seconds, he had Jerome in quite a bit of distress over in his own corner. I must say though that I am impressed with Jerome Coffee. As you see him, Jeff putting the pressure on here, ripping to the body. Nice left jab from Jerome Coffee there. I must say I am impressed with Jerome Coffee's ability to take punishment and also to tie his opponent up and to make him miss. You can see that experience of hundreds of amateur fights behind him.
Yes, in fact, he had 205 amateur
Let's go,
contests
Stan.
and he won
Get the mouthpiece in.
193 of
Let's
them.
go.
It's a fantastic record. I'm surprised to see that he hasn't got a good
Round
short
10.
right, though. He kind
Keep
of
it clean.
overhands it every time. And Jeff
Check that water.
sees it quite easily. Well, good left and right by Coffee there to start the round.
Yes, the start of round 10. So this is now new territory for Jeff Fenech. He's never been into a 10th round before. But he looks fit enough to fight 10 more.
It certainly does.
Coffee
nice to see.
too is still looking very fit.
It's nice to see that both men have settled down now and they're doing a professional job. And I'm sure the fans are enjoying every bit of this boxing because it is first class and of course world-class boxing.
Good left by Fenech and another.
And I must say, John, ABC has done it again. You know, I mean, this young Jeff Fenech has really proved himself. And the last one we saw with Barry Michael, of course, he's done it. We get the best fights.
And of course, this is being watched all around Australia on ABC television.
And of course, America.
Yes, good combination there by Coffee. Left underneath and a right over the top. Another right by Coffee and a couple of other cuts. Oh, another couple of good punches from Coffee.
I think even Jeff was stung there momentarily, and I don't think Jeff says, I don't think I better do that too often.
Yes, well, they were the best scoring punches we've seen from Coffee for some rounds.
All right, break. Turn him loose.
Like
Let him
I
go.
said,
Nice and
until
clean.
the
Step back,
final
both of
bell,
them.
an opponent is as dangerous as a lion who's been wounded.
Get off his head.
Light lefts to the face from Fenech.
This is the first time we've seen Jeff Fenech backpedaling.
Yes, and now Coffee showing his speed, throwing a lot of lever. There's not a great deal of power in them.
All right, break. Stop punching.
Jeff
Let him go.
Fenech took
Step
a lot of
back.
those on the gloves and weaved to evade some of them.
No holding. No holding. Get off him. Hold up. Get off his head. All right, break. Let him up. Let him up. Let him up. Turn him loose. Let him go. Let him go. Step back. Let him go.
That gum shield that Kofi has in his mouth seems to be far too large for him.
Yes.
Because he seems to be gasping
his
for
head.
air, which I'm not
Keep him up.
surprised at with the body shots he's taken.
Both hands up.
I wish he
Keep
had
working.
a more better fitting gum shield because
Turn
that's
him loose. Turn him
unnecessary.
loose. Stop wrestling. Stop wrestling. Watch your heads. Watch your heads.
Well, this Kofi's certainly come to fight, and I
Yes.
must say the Australian public are appreciating his determination to fight for this world title, because it'll only come once in a lifetime.
That was actually a very good round for Coffee. I must say, I must give that round to Jerome Coffee.
Yes, he scored well, didn't he? And here are some of the punches.
A good combination of lefts and rights, and I think Jeff was a little bit surprised, and I think it's probably the first time I've actually seen Jeff a little bit shaken. Coffee showed that he's here to fight. He wants to take the title back. These next 5 rounds are very, very important. There's Coffee in the corner, and he looks clear-eyed, breathing very well, superbly fit man. He's come here to take the title, right? But if he wants to do it, he's got to come home in these last 5 rounds. And neither man has gone into these rounds before. It's the fighter who wins a championship fight is the fighter who comes home in those championship rounds. Now, hopefully we'll see Jeff Fenech do that. We're into round 11, the start of round 11 now. I'm sure the last 5 rounds are going to be very exciting.
And Coffee, I think,
Nice and clean.
a little bit more confident after that last round.
Yes, he
round
certainly
10.
is.
He came out looking very determined, didn't he?
He hit
At
Jeff
the start of round 11.
He hit Jeff with some good punches, and he realized that Jeff Fenech can be hit because he is only human. And we may, as Barry said, we may see 5 excellent rounds.
So for Coffee to win it from here, he's got to come home very, very strongly, and we're going to have to see a complete reversal of the first 10 rounds. Oh, good punches from
Good left hook by Jeff Fenech.
Yes,
Cut him loose.
good combination,
Break.
I
left
think
and
he's
right.
hurt. These Americans seem to have a great recovery system, you know, where they've been hit with a great punch and they recover so quickly. That's the sign of fitness. Good left
Coffee's
jabs.
still reaching out with that left. There's a bit of sting in the mitt. As he showed in that last round, he landed some very good punches in round 10.
Jeff has now got his act together. He's boxing very
Right, turn him loose,
sensibly.
turn him loose, let him go. Turn his head loose, let him go. Nice and clean, step back.
That didn't do any damage because it was more of a slap than a punch from Kofi.
And that right from Fenech taken on the gloves by Coffee. And Coffee makes him miss with a right. Left to the face from Coffee. Oh, and a big right over the top
All
from
right, break
Coffee,
your hold
but
on your head. Step back, nice
it
and
didn't
clean.
hurt Fenech.
Get off him, stay off that head.
Again, Coffee lands with a right as Fenech tried to score to the body.
Kofi seems to be more determined now to at least get some heavy punches in, and unfortunately he swings them from way back and is not getting his full leverage behind them. There's no power behind his punches.
No holding, no holding.
This is a determined Kofi
Yes,
now.
Coffee's determined to use that right hand now. He's throwing a lot more. Oh, good left from Fenech to the face.
All right, let him go, let him go, let him go.
Again, it
Step
didn't
back.
hurt
No
Coffee.
pushing, just
He's,
step back.
Certainly fit.
The wear and tear on Kofi's face is showing now quite clearly. He's gasping for air now, and could be just a matter of time before Fenech gets on top of him.
All right, break, turn him loose, nice and clean. That's it, let him go. Watch your head.
Well, that's the end of round 11, and there wasn't much in that one, Barry.
Another fairly close round. Coffee's definitely showing out better in these last 2 rounds. I'm sure his corner has told him that he's behind on points, and that if he wants to take the championship back to the USA, he's going to have to do more. And the last 2 rounds he's tried very, very valiantly, very, very hard. Again, that was a very even round. I wouldn't like to split him in that round.
No, I scored that one even. Nothing between them in that round 11, but I thought Coffee took the points of round number 10, but I have Fenech clearly in front up to this point.
Well, I would say so. I don't think there's any disputing that fact, but Coffee, you know, as I said, he's here to try and win the world title, and I think, look, they're psyching him right up in the corner. Right on, man. You know, they're saying, get out there and do your business. He's coming out determined.
Well, he had plenty to say himself too.
We're nearly into the championship round
now. Yes, round 12.
Round 12.
And Coffee just about had a shower in the corner between rounds 11 and 12, but there's plenty of water on Fenech as well. Very hot in the Sydney Entertainment Centre under those bright lights over the ring. Very hot indeed.
Especially with 12,000 fans looking on and all in anticipation and enjoying every minute of this fight.
Round 12, Jeffrey Fenech of Australia.
Good right hand by Fenech, two of them.
The International Boxing Federation champion, defending his title against Jerome Kid Coffee of the United States. Good left from Fenech. Another left to the face from Fenech. Coffee goes after him. Has him in the neutral corner, but Fenech jabs with the left. Comes out. Big right hand from Jerome Coffee. Missed.
Good punch by Fenech.
Yes,
I think he's
very good left.
Coffee.
He's hurt. Coffee's hurt.
Great. Turn him loose. Let him go.
Beautiful left from Fenech.
He's still groggy.
Yeah, Fenech knows it. He's got him over his corner.
Step back.
Coffee forced to hang on.
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Break. Watch your head.
And the referee being booed by the crowd because they feel that Fenech has been robbed of the opportunity of continuing the pressure on Coffee.
Break.
Jeff smells win. I'm sure.
Yes, he lands again, right and left to the face and left to the body. Good punching from Fenech. This is a good round for Jeff Fenech, the champion. Coffee has been hurt.
Turn him loose. Let him go. Step back. While you're holding, break.
For the first, hanging on. The referee warning him for holding.
While you're holding,
But he's tying the champion up here, not allowing him to get in a good solid punch.
Coffee has come to fight here, John. It's wonderful to see that he's come here to try and lift the crown off Fenech, and Fenech, relentless as he is, will not allow him to do that.
Watch your head. No holding.
Fenech trying to fight, or at least Coffee trying to fight back here, but the more solid blows are being landed by Fenech in close. Coffee got it right up to the side of the head.
Let him loose.
Let him loose, says the referee.
Well, there we go.
Oh, good punches by Jeff Fenech.
Good combination, left and right. Oh, big punches from Fenech, and he's after his man once more. Coffee trying to fight back now, and he lands a good right.
Good right hand by
Coffee.
No holding.
And I didn't think he'd have the strength left to throw that one, but it was a beautiful right.
No holding.
No holding, says the referee, as Fenech still goes after his man. Has him on the ropes, throws right and left to the body, right to the body. And there's the bell for the end of round 12. And a great round of boxing. And that's really stirred up this 12,000 plus crowd at the Sydney Entertainment Centre.
I mean,
tremendous round.
How strong is this man, Jeff Fenech? I mean, look, just kept throwing those punches in there. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Jerome Coffee hurt badly early in the round, pinned in the corner, weathered the storm, fought back valiantly, but Jeff Fenech all over him like the tax collector.
Barry, that was a total of 2 minutes of solid punching from Jeff Fenech, which I've never seen before in a world title fight, especially in the 12th round. I mean,
12th round. That's the first time he's been into the 12th round in his life. You know, like he's a freak. His strength is incredible. It's definitely beyond human, Jeff Fenech's strength.
Well, we're now into the championship rounds. Round 13 coming up. And Coffee came out very smartly from his corner. So did Fenech. Coffee still looks very determined, but he was really hurt in round 12. Some great punching from Fenech, the champion. Coffee, to his credit, came back in the closing stages of the round and landed a beautiful right himself. Left into the body from Fenech.
I think it's incredible that both men are undefeated, and they are both now trying to prove something to the world. And the margin of between winning and losing between two undefeated opponents can be quite fantastic.
And there's another element too. I mentioned earlier, both have tremendous national pride. Fenech is out there for Australia.
Great.
Coffee is there for the United States.
Keep them up.
Again, the crowd not happy with the referee.
There's a very serious look on Coffee's face at the moment, John.
Let him go.
I think he was a bit upset with it because of that low blow.
Coffee, but Fenech comes back to the head.
Hold up, let him go. Keep it clean.
These are very dangerous rounds for both fighters because
Right,
it's new
Step
ground
back.
for
Let him
them.
go. That's it. Nice and clean.
And they're both still throwing some big punches, so
No holding in there.
It's what they call the Devil's Round, round 13, Joe.
be careful, Barry. I was born on the 13th.
Now, good punch from Fenech, left to the face,
That's it.
and a right to the body in the infighting.
All right, break. You're wrestling. Watch your heads.
Fenech is still so strong. Here we are in round 13.
No holding.
The third
Keep him
last
up.
round of the contest. And Jeff
All right,
Fenech,
break. Let him go. Step back. Turn him
Immensely
loose.
strong.
Let him go. Keep the punches up.
Coffee too has never been this distance before. He's never been into 13 rounds.
I think the fantastic thing here, John, is that Fenech has proven, I'm sure, to all the boxing critics who have sort of said, oh, he might not be able to go 15 rounds or this and that and the other. And here he is in 13th round,
Keep him up in there.
as fit as almost as he was in the first round, and that's credit to him.
Keep him up.
And Coffee is showing his speed in this round.
Are
He's
you
throwing
wrestling? Stop
plenty
the
of
wrestling.
leather.
Stop the wrestling.
Jeff says, let me get to him.
Stop the wrestling. Let's keep
Jeff
on.
Fenech was saying, let me get to him.
Cut him loose. All right, break. Keep it clean. No holding. Keep him up. Keep the punches up.
The little Aussie battler has certainly
All right,
proven himself
break. You're wrestling. Stop wrestling.
to be a
Let's
great
box.
fighter, good champion.
No holding. Keep him up.
Keep him up, says the referee. Another punch from Fenech, a little bit low, but that's the end of round 13. Only 2 to go in this 15 rounds championship contest.
Yes, I think here we are with some of the action replay. Jerome landed a series of lefts and rights here.
Thank you, Walt.
Hits, but at this stage of the fight, I can't see that even that. You see, that's a slapping sort of punch. Unfortunately, Jerome isn't a puncher. A good right hand by Coffee there, but Jeff not perturbed at all.
And there's Kid Coffee, still looking pretty fit himself. Still clear-eyed, Barry.
He looks very well, mate. As I said, he's in superb physical condition. Both fighters looked well, especially Coffee looked very exhausted towards the end of that round. Jeff walked back to his corner with a grin. He's into new ground, but I believe he's relishing it, Jeff Fenech.
Let's go. Stay back.
And now the second last round. The referee calls them out for round 14
All right, let's keep it clean. You're looking like
of this
pros in there.
contest.
Keep it clean.
I think without doubt, Jeff Fenech is way ahead on points here. Unless an unforeseen punch comes out of the blue, which I very much doubt, I can't see Fenech losing this
All right,
fight.
let him go. You're wrestling.
Well,
Turn
I've
him
been
loose.
scoring
Nice
it,
and
Joe,
clean.
and I've got him 7
That's
points
it.
ahead. 129, 122 at this stage,
Turn him loose.
with
All right,
just this
step out,
round
step out.
and
Nice
the
and clean.
15th
That's
to
it.
go. It'll be interesting to see how close that is to the judges, but
Certainly will.
certainly a lead of 7 points. That's a big margin, and that's a good punch too.
A good left hook by Fenech. Kofi knew that one.
All right, break. You're holding. No hitting on the break. Nice and clean. That's it.
When I said earlier on, John, that I think Kofi had left most of his training in the ring, in the gymnasium. What I meant to say about that is that his sharpness had, although he's very, very fit and he's obviously very strong, his sharpness was, I think, left in the gymnasium. There's no crispiness within his punches. They're just sort of methodical, as Barry said earlier.
A lot of them are cuffs, really, Joe, or slaps.
Yes, he's got nothing
Let him
crispy,
up,
whereas
let him
Fenech is
loose, let him loose.
absolutely
Step back,
on target.
Yes, in that last round, he cuffed with the inside of the glove a couple of times. Scores
you're
there
holding
with
it,
a
you're
couple
holding
of
it.
light rights to the body in that clinch. Jeff Fenech then.
All
in his
right,
body with
break.
left
Watch
and
your
right.
heads. Watch your head. Turn around. All right, break.
They
Watch
shouldn't
your
be using
heads.
the head again. They both boys are now
Come on,
trying
keep it
to
clean
headbutt each
now.
other. I think it's football, I think.
It's a bit late for that now.
No holding.
Oh, good body punches again from Jeff Fenech. And they must have hurt the challenger,
No holding.
Jerome Coffee. Fenech again scores up to the head
All right,
this
break.
time.
You're holding. Watch your heads.
As his opponent at the neutral corner, but the referee again brings them out to centre ring.
No holding.
Referee Rudy Battle has certainly had a busy time in this contest.
No holding.
Fenech again scores to the body.
Jeff has again taken over the domineering part of this round, where he's pushing Kofi back and virtually at will.
Good right to the head by Fenech.
Kofi is just out of instinct now, pushing out that left jab, which absolutely has no power at all behind it.
Keep him up, keep him up.
Again, Fenech goes into the
Keep him up.
body. 15 seconds of the penultimate round remaining.
Well, the Australian public have certainly got their money's worth here, John, and both these young men have put on a fantastic performance. And we've got another...
All right, break.
And another good round
Another
for
good round.
Jeffrey Fenech. Round 14, only one to go. And I can't see any way in the world that Coffee is going to win this one.
Neither can I, John. I think they could actually let Jerome take the corner stool out into the 15th round. He still wouldn't have much effect on Jeff Fenech. You can see, as you can see, Jeff in the corner,
Okay,
wouldn't blow a candle out.
Touch gloves in the center.
Awesomely fit, incredibly strong. A very impressive
Last
performance
round, he
by
touched
Jeff
gloves
Fenech.
in the center.
Yes, a very good performance by this young man who in the past has never been beyond 9 rounds. And listen to the crowd.
For the first time, Kofi is gasping for air, so I
Let's
think
get this ice up out
I think
here.
the body punches have told on him in the latter
Stay
part
back in the
now.
corner. Stay in the corner.
Fenech's as cool as a cucumber.
And he's anxious to get on with round 15. Fenech comes out.
Stay back.
The referee says stay back.
I think you'll see Jeff still try for the knockout in the 15th round. He wants it
Touch
badly.
gloves. We're touching gloves.
The bell hasn't
Touch
sounded
gloves,
yet.
step
Now the
back.
referee says touch
Box.
gloves, step back, and now box. So the last
Nice and
round,
clean, last round.
only 3 minutes remaining
Last
of
round,
this
let's keep it
World
looking
Championship contest. Jeffrey Fenech of Sydney in the green shorts, defending his World Bantamweight title against Jerome Kid Coffee of the United States.
What is
And
remarkable, John, is that neither of the two fighters got any damage on
He
their
just hurt
face.
Jeff
So
with the right hand.
other than that slight incident earlier on, they both had a
holding,
very
no
good,
holding, no
clean
holding.
fight.
Well, both
No.
of them swinging wildly now,
All right, break
trying to
here,
land
here, watch your
that,
heads.
that
Turn him loose,
knockout
let him
punch.
go.
All Jeffrey Fenech has got to do in this final round is just box
No
his
holding.
opponent,
All right, break, here I am. You're holding.
not take any risks,
Keep the
because
punches
he's
up.
got
Last
this
round, keep
title
it clean.
wrapped up. He's got the contest won. All he has
All
to
right, you're
do is
holding.
stay
Here I
on
am.
his
Turn him
feet.
loose, let him go. Watch the heads.
And I'm sure Jerome Coffee is looking forward to the end of this round, and he's saying to himself, give me some Huon Valley
All right, you're
Springs
holding, you're
water,
holding, you're holding. Turn him
please.
loose.
Because he's dying of thirst.
Well, Coffee now looking for an opening. He wants to throw that big one that'll put Fenech down and end this contest, but I can't see any way that he's going to knock Fenech off his feet.
No chance, and the fans are obviously relating to this now, that they're obviously a clear winner for Jeff Fenech. But it's nice to see Kofi coming in at the last round and still having a go at a great champion.
And he
All right,
certainly
you're
tried.
holding, you're leaning. Watch your
He's
heads.
thrown some big
Watch your
punches,
heads.
thrown them wildly.
Still coming on strong, Kofi. Maybe he's
All right,
left it a bit
let
too
him up,
late.
Let him up, turn him loose, let him up.
Yes, he has left it too late. Fenech, I think, is too far in front to lose this
Whoa,
good
good
combination
one, too.
from Fenech, left and right. Beautiful punches
Nice and clean.
in round 15. We're not that far from the end of this contest now. And Jeff Fenech now goes for the body, forces his opponent across the ring,
Let him go.
and the referee again separates him. Fenech misses with a big wild right hand. He's looking for a knockout too.
Oh, let him up, let him
Lands
up,
the
let him
right
up,
into the
let him
body
loose.
as he took a left on the chin from Coffee. And now Coffee lands with left and right combination.
All right, break, turn him loose, let him
Both
go.
these men deserve a great applause from the fans because they've done a fantastic
All right,
job.
break, no wrestling, no wrestling, no wrestling.
Fenech again lands left and right.
Let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go.
Not far from the end of the
Let him go.
contest. Very close to the end now. This has been a fairly even
Let him go,
round.
let him
Both of
go.
them
Turn
have
around,
thrown
turn around.
plenty of leather. Some big punches. 10 seconds left. And Jeff Fenech certainly has retained his title. He's outpointed the American. Coffee on the road.
Oh,
to the end
brilliant
of round
fight.
15. The contest is all over. It's all over. And we here at the commentary position, Barry Michael, Joe Bugner and I will be most surprised if Jeff Fenech does not get the decision.
By unanimous decision, retaining his International Boxing Federation Bantamweight Championship of the World, Jeff Fenech.
Yes, a unanimous decision in favor of Jeff Fenech. So Jeff Fenech is still the Bantamweight Champion of the world. And there you see Jeff with the championship belt.
I'm just so happy. That's the hardest fighter I've ever fought, the best by far. And he said he'd beat me with the jab, and like I said, I've only been boxing for 4 years, but my trainer, Johnny Lewis, has taught me more in 4 years than anybody will learn in 20 years. And I love him so much. Just can thank John and all the people that helped me.
Jeff, you've never been past the 9th round before. How did it feel from round 10 on?
Well, it was very, very difficult, but you know, like I said, I'm not just a brawler. I can box, so you know. And today I just showed all Australians that I really can box, and you know, I just used my jab, and that was the winning punch for me.
Jeff, you look very confident all the way through. Did you always feel that you had it under control?
Yes, John. I got tired at stages, but you know, I trained very, very hard with Johnny Lewis, and the old second win come along whenever I needed it.
And what's coming up next for you, Jeff?
A good rest, John. I'm just so happy that all the rest of the Australians that couldn't buy tickets and I can watch it on the ABC. Thank you very much, ABC.